So, we're in the booth, probably the most famous person I've met today. So he's not an illusion, he's a real person.
Yep.
We're meeting Brutus Monroe himself, but he's not here. So the best next thing is this guy named Christopher Allen's booth. No one's joining, what's up?
We got three. It's slow. It takes a second.
Oh, there they all come. All right, guys.
Yeah,
so we're in Brutus Monroe's booth. You guys know I use a product. I'm obsessed with his embossing powder. You guys all know. But he has some surface sprays that are pretty amazing. So we're going to show you the surface sprays, what new embossing powder colors are coming that I've been telling you guys all about. And we are going to kind of just show you some of the stuff that people are really talking about.
They've all been waiting for this one.
Everyone's been waiting for you. Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Be nice, everyone.
Without further ado,
here we go.
Mr. Christopher Allen.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
By the way, he's in his own booth.
Yes, it's my own booth
not,
this year. Can you
his
believe
own
it?
booth.
So we'll start with the embossing powders because that's Ken's favorite.
Right.
So over here, up above is where all of the colors are actually, they've actually been heated out, and they look like ink because they are super, super smooth because they do not have any of the wax additives into them. So they heat very, very evenly and really, really super, super well. So you can actually use them as a full background if you would like. But we would suggest obviously just using them as accents. And they come in 4-packs. So when we talked to everyone, they said that they didn't necessarily need an entire container of pink or an entire container of blue or the emerald. So we did them in a configuration where you get 4 colors in 1 pack, and you're able to, you don't feel guilty that you're buying an entire pink that you'll use maybe 3 times a year. So we did them in these color configurations, and then we will talk about the surface sprays, which are down here.
The surface sprays, you guys, look.
And this is the surface spray on actual ceramic tile. And we did these a little over a year ago, and these we've been using as coasters.
The surface spray, so on a tile, do you just spray it and it makes that look, or do you have to do
it does
something
it exactly.
else?
So I'll demo it and I'll show you exactly what it looks like.
So you guys, that's what I'm super excited about, is these surface sprays, and he's gonna demo it, but this is, he didn't do anything else, he just used his sprays and created this. It's not like he went through and had to add something to it. So to me, that's what's super exciting. Plus, don't forget, he has his colors now in the Ken Oliver Colorburst series. So for those of you who love Ken Oliver Colorburst and all this different stuff, you can get exclusive colors with the Brutus Monroe colors. And look at the results you get. It's just amazing.
Really, really fun. Okay, so the surface sprays, again, like Ken said, they're down here in this type of technique. I wanted to make sure that you could get that every single time without any type of tricky, you know, different.
Well, and what I like is they overlay each other, so
yes, and they blend together very well. So I'll show you here, this is just one of our white media tags, and I'm just gonna take, we've been doing a lot of blues, so we'll start with the Cornflower, and I want you to notice when we spray this, there's no halo, which means when you normally spray a spray, there's a halo that happens around the outside and there's no pigment in the center. So we developed a nozzle that every time you get a perfect spray that is on your actual piece, and we'll add maybe a little bit of rouge to this as well, just for good measure. And you'll see if you spray it just very lightly, you'll get just a tiny little bit of spray.
Well, it's not mixing, it's retaining its color.
It's just absolutely super, super cool. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat set it, and that's when the magic happens. It will do it on its own if you do not heat set it, but you'll see that it will start doing these really cool little divots and rivets.
And you can kind of use the heat tool to push it around.
Correct. Or you can use, I've seen people use like a straw, and you can, you know, blow the pigment around, but you'll see that it kind of holds its own. And it does this really, really cool, spectacular, really, really different kind of cratering. And this is all natural. We haven't done anything to make this happen. It's doing it all on its own, and it does this every single time. And you get the vibrant colors, and the heat, it's color fast, so the heat is not going to change the colors. And it's just really, really, really cool and really unique. And then I'll show you one other way to use it while we set this to the side.
Well, imagine this, you guys, if you used his white embossing powder stamp, it's gonna leave that negative space, and then you could spray this over it.
Correct.
And have a really cool design.
Which is really, really different. So now what we'll do is we'll take a little bit, you can actually open it up, add a little bit to your mat. So we'll throw a little bit on there. This is the rouge. We'll throw a little bit of wagon down. Let me just make sure it's mixed up. There's a little ball bearing inside to make sure you mix it up very well. and you add this to there as well, and then a little bit of phone book.
And they're saying what they're saying is it's so simple. They would
Very
think
simple.
that they would normally be able to get this, but and that's what I love about you guys. When I kept saying, "Is this what is on the tile?" You're not doing that. It's the sprays doing
Very,
it.
very simple. And I'm gonna add just a little bit more pigment there. And this, just so you guys know, this is my mat that's underneath of here. This isn't just the table. My mat was developed
Now, is that
for
Teflon or silicone?
it's actually gel. So
Gel.
it's a little bit
Oh.
different. Yeah, so you can actually do gel printing on it. You can do all sorts of fun stuff. But I developed it for YouTubers because everyone wanted a white background. And we needed to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, what Melody said, if you can spray, just like she said, you're going to be able to do this.
Yep, so you can see now we get a completely different look by spraying it onto the table. And it gives us almost that gel printed look, but we used so little of this to put that onto that tag. And again, you'll heat set it, it will do the bubbling and the bibbidi bobbidi boop, and it's really
Does the mat stain?
It does not stain, no. And I'll show you right here with our Squeaky Clean dispenser, which I can tell you will be coming out in a smaller size in March.
This reminds me of when you go to the doctor.
Correct, or when you go to the nail salon.
Oh, there you go.
So what I'll do is I'll move this to the side and you'll see it just cleans up very easily. You just need to make sure that you get it all up because we did put a lot of pigment on there. But once you get it all cleaned up, you can see in the center there, it's completely clean.
Yep.
And it works really, really well. And our Squeaky Clean has rose oil in it, so it's super duper scented. Like I don't know what you would say. It's very aromatic.
Smell it from here. I can
It
smell
smells
rose.
very, very good.
Reminds me of rose water.
Yes, it's very similar to that, but it's all natural, so it makes it so that you can use. I mean, I use it in my kitchen all the time because it smells so good. But you can see the mat's completely clean now, and what's really spectacular about it is it's opaque until you put something underneath of it. So that's my business card that's there, but you can actually put our grid mat underneath of it, and you can see the grid through it.
Nice
Very
idea.
That was
cool.
important. Yep.
Nice idea.
Yep.
So you guys got to see, I mean, look at some of these results. So now, could you mix your surface sprays with like your color bursts?
You sure can. Yep. And they make a really, really cool, really, really different technique. And you can do this on paper. You can do it like it's a little different looking on paper than it is on the tags because our tags do have a matte coating on them.
So let's show them that difference there, Sean, the difference. So paper and the matte coating, you get a little bit more of a shine to it. There you go. Where on paper, it's a little bit more dull.
And you can notice on this one, we were able to layer. So you'll see that the blue actually held its own up against that really deep, very,
Do you have
very
that down there to
rich.
show people? Because I love this.
What? The, yep, I can actually show them how, those are the simple blends, which were really popular in the group earlier today. So
There's a
I'm gonna
question
stop
on how big is your mat?
The mat is 24 by 16.
There you go.
Yep, it's actually, this is how it comes. So it's in this big tube is how it will come to you in the
Which I have, so we can demonstrate that. And then these, I wanted to show you guys. These are so simple, yet so powerful. When you have something come out that you're like, this is amazing.
So
these are his...
simple blends.
Simple blend.
So basically, these are the idea behind these was that we wanted to be able to do, let me see if I can find a clean side to this. There we go. It fits perfectly over top of your standard A2 size card.
And for those of you who have been watching our channel the last 2 days, he's using purple tape.
The purple tape.
It's amazing
I'm
stuff, you guys.
obsessed
It's
with
the
it.
new blue.
Yep, I'm
Purple's
obsessed
the new
with it.
blue.
Multiple uses.
Everyone's using it here.
It
All the
stays
booths
sticky
are.
for a very, very long time. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna line this up. It fits perfectly on an A2 size card. So we're just gonna place this on top. And the reason we wanted to develop this is because we were using so much masking paper and we were using so much of the dyes and the masking paper is still great. We have masking paper, I love it, but the thing is you can't reuse it a million times.
Nope.
So to have this perfect circle, I'm just gonna go around with a little bit of Envy is what I'll start with, which is one of our new colors.
Are your inks waterproof?
They are 100% waterproof.
So once you guys set
As soon
these
as they're
there,
dry.
Once they're dry.
Yeah, they must be dry in order for them to be waterproof.
But what's
That's the only
nice
thing.
is until they're dried, you have a lot
You
of
can play
options
with them. Yep,
Yeah.
you can use them with water. You can do all sorts of fun stuff with them. So I'm going to start with the Envy, then
Angela
I'll take
says
the
your
Oz.
mat, she needs a mat like yours, but bigger.
Oh, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and just add in a little bit of our Oz, which is our #1 color since we've introduced the surface inks.
These are what we would consider Seahawk colors.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. And actually Adam's the one that picked them, so maybe he was subliminally
Heidi can't wait for your stuff that she just ordered.
Awesome,
Yay.
awesome.
So who makes the purple tape? That's
That's
being
Thermal Web.
That thermal web.
Yep.
Yeah. So when is your surface sprays going to be available?
They start shipping in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, guys.
2 weeks. So the pre-order will go
Make
up on
sure
our website.
I get some, and we'll
week.
do some cool cards and demonstrations.
So then you just lift this up,
Look
and you
at
have
that.
a perfect blend, but it's called simple blend because it doesn't get easier than that. But what we've also included is the negative. So you can take the negative piece and you can grab another one of your inks. Again, we'll just do, we'll do the Oz because that's the, not the outside color. And then you just go in and you blend, 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 add a little bit of color. And then you'll see that you will have that perfect crisp edge all the way around. Cool. Yep, so it makes it super easy, super simple. And we have them in 3 different configurations. These will not be the colors of them. I must say that though. These are our prototypes. So they will look just like our stencils.
Should come in this color here.
And I don't know if you guys know this, but his stencils has the pattern to line up. So you have stencils here, right here with that pattern on there. So it's a continuous stencil, which is really nice.
So you can do an entire wall if you want, and it will always line up.
Yeah, thank you for repeating that thermal
those
web.
are our new, those are our new bows. So I'm really into optical illusions this year. As you can tell by our booth.
Yes.
With the shelves that are not really shelves.
Yes.
Shelves that are not shelves.
What we did is I wanted an answer for sending bows through the mail that are not going to be damaged and are not going to, you know, get broken down. So what we did was we created a laser die cut, super high resolution bow that unless you knew that this was not a real bow, it would be very difficult because the way we designed
looking at this looks like it's real.
It looks like it's a bow.
So you could go like this. So you could put
it's not there.
so that even, you know, with the wrapping on the side, it even looks like it's wrapped around the actual card.
Oh, Sean, will you come over here?
Oh, there's the color burst.
There's the color burst. So just so you guys know, they're in Zest, Jack-o'-lantern, Rouge, Marsala, Cornflower, and Cabbage. So you get the color of the rainbow. You can mix just like any time of, you know, color burst. You see my color burst video. This is what you have there. So very cool. Has these, I love these. These are the foundation stamp cargo sleeves, so you can store your stamps in these and see them, and then put them in. Yeah, they're really nice. There goes your heat tool.
I think you broke your heat tool.
That's okay. It's very durable. It's fallen at least 45 times during the show.
Ken, grab me some bows per melody.
Yeah. So you guys, when all the stuff comes out, I'll be getting some stuff and showing you on chat, especially the surface sprays.
We'll be sending him a goodie box so that you
guys
can see.
On this is so hot right now. And imagine if you guys cut something out, let's say in vinyl, put it in. Let's say you do his mandalas, which are right over here. So Sean, showing this, if you were to cut this out.
People are saying, how are we not drooling?
I know. When you cut this out here and put on the tile and then do the surface sprays over those, when you remove that, you have that as white. And then you have that nice pattern on there.
Correct. And we did a lot of the, I don't know if you guys were at the Rania booth at all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were just there.
Yeah, we have a licensing deal with them this year. So they've done the gold, the silver, and the copper in a 6x6 configuration because all of my dies are designed to fit on a 6x6 because we all have millions of 6x6 paper pads and we don't use them nearly enough. So I made sure that all of our dies fit on them. They didn't have any 6x6 foil, so they did a foil pack for me that is all of my favorite of the colors we do in the embossing powders, but they did them in this configuration, which is awesome.
So Becky just asked, what do you finish with those tiles?
Nothing.
Nothing. Just
Nothing.
heat.
Just heat.
Or just
you can put them. I suggest on Black Friday going and getting yourself a toaster oven that's $10 that they always have, and using it just for crafting. I do not absolutely 100% suggest putting those in your regular everyday oven. You can also heat set them with the heat tool, but the only issue with that is you are not going to have even heat. So there are some areas that may dry faster, some areas that will move and shift. Just get yourself a little oven, you know, the little toaster ovens that are very inexpensive to do, and you can use it for polymer clay, things like that as well.
So what's your new surface ink? I see it's up here.
Yes, we have new colors. We introduced, I believe, 7 or 8 new colors this year. So these are all of the new colors. We started doing some of the darker colors because we've had so many requests for a deep green, which is called grass stain. We have plum.
And it looks like you partnered with another company.
We did. Yes, we did. Since I don't have a lot of really bright, lighter, brighter, feminine colors, we partnered up with Pink and Main. And we did the first 8 colors, and I can tell you that she has 10 more colors coming for the show.
If they like those colors, will you be carrying those in your store, or is it on her site?
Yes.
Perfect.
As of February, you'll be able to
So,
order those as well.
which is really good compliments to some of your darker colors.
Correct.
I
Yep.
mean, look at these two, the gradient color you could do with these. You know, that's a perfect complement color. There's another one right there. So they match up with your colors brilliantly.
Yeah, she did, and there are some that are very close to one another, but just a hair of a shade off, like Stargazer. And,
But it's enough
Boutique.
off to where you can you can use
do,
them
like,
together.
The layering with the layering stamps and the flowers and things like that. So yeah, looks like
The sprays will be released, I believe you said 2 weeks.
Yes, the
2 weeks.
pre-sale will begin on our website next week.
Pre-sale next week.
Pre-sale
on
begins
site.
next week, and we have ordered a lot more, so don't worry. We started getting a little concerned with how many
They're gonna be
that we have
huge.
coming in. So
And for
we
those
have
of you who've
lots
been
coming
watching
in.
my channel, that stamp place that we stopped earlier, what was the name? Visual Arts. Visual Arts will work perfectly with his surface sprays, guys.
absolutely
so
wonderful.
those
Lots of
stamps
fun.
using with the embossing powder and his surface sprays are going to create amazing products.
Yes.
Huge, amazing products.
Angela says Oz is her favorite color.
Yeah, it's been the most popular. And then you guys used the pegs before, right?
Mhm.
They're
I
a new
love my
packaging.
pegs.
Just so you guys,
New
know, they're a
packaging.
new packaging now. So they before they came in a configuration of a clear bag. But we wanted to do something where you had something to put them back in.
So for those of you who don't know what these are,
Yep.
we show them on the channel, but they snap.
Yep,
So they
together.
snap, and so you can create any word you want. And just so you know, this is his handwriting.
Yep.
So this is his entire alphabet.
Yep.
So, and then look at this one. He has
Numbers
little
and symbols.
emojis.
Little emojis.
Yep.
How perfect is that? Is this new this year?
Yep. It's brand spanking new.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, and we just literally got the new packaging.
I love the
We
new
got here.
packaging.
Yeah, I
Nice,
wanted
nice,
you guys to be able to have something to store them in. That was
Yeah.
my main thing.
Yeah.
And with the clear bag packaging, you couldn't. You just kind of threw it away, and now you have a little box that you can keep
Perfect.
them in, which is grand.
All right, guys. What other questions do you have before we
Before we
go ahead
hop
do?
over to our next one.
We're gonna be doing Ken Oliver next, so you have to look for that video next.
It's
So you can show us stuff. But yeah, they're awesome. So once I get all these goodies, I'll share them with you guys. You guys know that Christopher's been gracious enough to give us a discount code. So make sure you guys come and watch
Thank
us, so that way
you,
we can get you that
Christopher.
discount, because not a lot of people have that, and it does give you a pretty nice discount. And those surface sprays, I would say when these go, you guys want to make sure you
Grab
order
them.
them and grab them soon, because these surface sprays are going to be out of stock very quickly.
Yes.
Even
No matter how many we order.
yeah, even the simple blends. I know a lot of people are thinking,
Yes.
"Oh, I can make that myself." But here with the quality there, I would just use these. I'm always using his masking, and he's correct. It's great stuff, but it's a once and done type of thing, where this is a keep
And you have it
using.
forever. And the thing is, we've done all the hard work for you, because although you may say and think, with your machine that you'll be able to do these, don't do the math for yourself. Don't figure out, the perfect placement of the oval. Don't try to figure out the perfect placement of the square. We did all the math. We did all of the X and Y axis to make sure it's in the right place. Just grab ours. They're at a great price point, and it will work really well for you.
There you go.
He's
Thank
my
you.
hero.
I can't.
Can't even. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Seriously, once I'm telling you right now, the surface sprays and the color embossing powders are going to go quick. So, Sean had to get in. Sorry.
That's
Well, let's get out of Sean's way,
I was
please.
just watching the buttons, because
Nancy's here.
he gets whatever. When he gets swinging with that shell.
I know he's knocking off everything. So,
There
all
we
right, we're going to be with Ken Oliver here real soon. So stay tuned, guys.
Yeah,
Bye,
don't go
everyone.
away. We'll see you in a minute.
There you go.